to AST e-learning on connectformation.com. Today we're going to hear what people are describing as a worrying slowdown in the EU service sector. The aim of this report is to help you use and understand keywords to describe trends. Let's listen to the report. Private sector business activity across the Eurozone in February has showed a worrying slowdown in the services sector. This is despite a 7th consecutive monthly rise in manufacturing output, at the fastest rate since April 2007. Manufacturing firms have reported improved demand arising from a weak euro, which has fallen to 9-month lows against the dollar under pressure from a Greek debt crisis. However, there has only been a modest expansion for the services sector, which benefits less from rising international trade. According to UniCredit economist Marco Valli, the manufacturing services disconnection reflects mostly the export-led nature of the Eurozone recovery. Now, let's look at the vocabulary used in this article. The first word we need to learn is slowdown. There has been a worrying slowdown in the services sector. A slowdown means to become slow or slower. Production slowed. There has been a slowdown in the retail sector. This means that activity has decreased. The next word for you to learn is rise. We can say that a rise is the opposite of a slowdown. There has been a 7-month consecutive rise in manufacturing output. This means that activity has increased. Now let's move on to improve. When a situation gets better, we say it improves. Sales have improved. This means that sales have gone up or increased. In our report, the sentence was improved demand arising from a weak euro. This means that demand or sales of products have increased. In the rest of that sentence, we had arising from a weak euro. To arise means to originate from. So arising from a weak euro means that the origin of improved demand is the fact that the euro is weak. Weak is the opposite of strong. Why is the euro weak? Because it has fallen to a 9-month low against the dollar due to the Greek debt crisis. A low means the bottom point over a period of time. The verb used to describe the decrease in that sentence was fall. To fall means to drop, to decrease, or to go down. Let's listen to the next sentence in the report again. However, there has only been a modest expansion for the services sector, which benefits less from rising international trade. Expansion is another word used to describe an increase. To expand means to get bigger. Just to finish, I want us to look at the words used to describe these trends. We heard the following: a worrying slowdown, modest expansion, the fastest rate, worrying, modest, fastest. It's necessary to show the direction of trends: up, down, increase, decrease, rise, fall, expand, collapse. But it's also important to show the dimension: fast, slow, worrying, modest, huge, small, etc. A worrying slowdown, a decrease that's not to be taken lightly. A modest expansion, a small increase. The fastest rate, the biggest percentage. Most of these words can be combined as you like. Here are some other examples. The fastest expansion since the beginning of the decade. A worrying rise in unemployment. A modest fall in interest rates. Listen again to all the words you have learnt in this report. Slow down, rise, improve, arise, weak, low, fall, expansion, worrying, modest. Learn these words. They are extremely useful if you have to speak about your business activity, to give a presentation about your market sector, or the sales of your products. I hope you've enjoyed the lesson and look forward to seeing you again very soon with AST e-learning on connectformation.com.